Hello and welcome to the addendum to my responding to hate comments video. You'd think that would be enough, wouldn't you? I had hate comments, I responded to them. Now I need to do a response to the response to the response to the hate comments. In that video, in the comments on my hate comments video, I got more hate comments than I have ever had before. And this time they were of a very, very similar nature. Usually I get a certain variety. This time what I got was a lot of comments asking me about being dead and whether I am a brainer, to use the term that came up again and again and again. First of all, let's address this. No, I am not organically dead. I am not chipped. I am not a brainer. I may be many, many things, but I am none of those. So I would appreciate if you could stop calling me a brainer in your comments. It's not that I mind the hate comments, it's the inaccuracy that I really can't stand. I probably would have left it at just reporting the comments if it hadn't been for the fact that this is starting to spill over into my day-to-day existence. More and more I have people coming up to me in the street, pointing to my scar and asking me if I'm one of them. I get questions about the scar quite a lot. First and foremost, is it real? And yes, it is real. Let's have a look at it. Here you go. Can you see it? Can you see it well enough? Nice and clear. Big look at the scar. It's an old scar. It's clearly an old scar. It's faded, just like me. It is increasingly wrinkled, just like me. I have already addressed this topic on the channel, so...
You wanna know how I got these scars?
I'll put a link in the description box for you. You might think that, that it would actually be quite comforting to be surrounded all of a sudden by other dead people. It's not. It's actually quite annoying having people coming up to me and asking, oh, are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? It's like, I've been telling you this for nearly 15 years at this point. What came to my attention in those comments is that there are some people out there who have got serious issues about the chip and the organically dead. Some are saying that it's actually cruel and unnatural to revive people after their death, and that the kindest thing is in fact to put people out of their misery by destroying the chip, which you can't do without also destroying the person. Some of you might have seen the news story about the man who was found in the park with his head staved in. I know there hasn't actually been official confirmation that that he was dead, or that was in fact that kind of attack, but it's very coincidental. And some of you put links to videos that I found quite disturbing to watch, so thank you, because most things don't get me, but that did. Videos by people who are resisting the rising of the dead, the zombie invasion. I am not going to link to those videos, sorry. If you particularly want to see them, you know what, this video is going to get demonetized anyway, so I'm just going to say it. The hashtag is stay dead. Anyway, I'm not saying that I am pro-chip or anti-chip or that I have any opinions on the chip whatsoever. All I'm saying is that I don't want to be lumped in with the organically dead when someone comes round with a baseball bat. I don't actually know what happens to me if someone bashes my skull in. Nobody takes my condition seriously, so there are very few studies, there's very little research done. Nobody actually believes that what I experience is real. So that's why if you look in my notes, you won't find, you know, died and came back to life. You will find Cotard delusion. I go and I ask for help and I get told, no, it only happens with the chip. Dead people do not come back to life spontaneously, despite the fact that I am right here. There are all these support groups now for the newly deceased. You see the posters for them in the GP surgeries. I've asked about possible referral to these and have been told that I don't qualify. And at first I thought they meant because I am not new to this condition, which is fair, I'm not, but I did think that I might be able to process some of the trauma retrospectively. What they meant was actually that they do not see me as deceased. I don't really understand why, because all anyone would say to me after the car crash was that there was no way that I could possibly have survived it, that my body, my being should have been Patty at that point, but I live. So how do they explain that? I don't understand why people have always objected so much to my agreeing with them on this subject. They say you couldn't possibly have survived that, and I say I know, I didn't. And then they tell me that that's not possible either. So we've got quite a lot of things that aren't possible here. Anyway, I don't know if I can die again. My guess is that what I'm undergoing is a very long process of decomposition, and that someday that process will complete, this form will cease to be, and that whatever consciousness I have will either expire or move on, or whatever it is that consciousnesses do. Like if one of these anti-chip people comes after me, and would that be enough to end me, or do I potentially get stuck as a consciousness trapped in a body that no longer has a working skull? And the thing that worries me most about that is, would it hurt? Eternity is a long time to spend in pain. I just worry that I have a fixed time, and that what happens to you in the meantime is that I just keep breaking and breaking, and that would just suck, you know? The point is that I am not organically dead, I am not a brainer, and I have been dead since long before it went mainstream. Now, enough of the vlogging. I hate vlogging, so come back next time when there will be no vlogging, when we are going to do a little get ready with me, and we are going to go to the spookiest new location that I have found. If any of you are based in and around Glasgow and you've not heard of the Tree of Death yet, oof, you are in for a treat. So you can join me next time for what will be the spookiest adventure into nature since someone put Bella in the witch elm. So if you want to be reminded when that video goes live, hit the little bell, subscribe to my Patreon, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and good night out there, whatever you are.